here's the deal with these paper crafting printables. I have designed so many of these printables, custom designed printables. I've made so many over the years, and they're originally the ones that we're putting into our flash sale. They were originally created for my Page Builders Clubhouse, which is an online scrapbooking community. Okay, so they're originally designed for that, but the more that we, as a team here, the more that we were thinking about them and how awesome they are, and we just have realized that they could be used for more than just scrapbooking. So now we're taking a lot of the printables, the custom design printables, that, by the way, if you're a Page Builders Clubhouse member, you already have access to all of these. You have access to all of them if you're a member of the Page Builders Clubhouse. So just want to throw that out there really quick right here at the beginning. But you guys, these printables could be used for so much more. They could be used for card makers, right? If you're a card maker, if you like to do any kind of home decor, right? Cute little banners or making cute little things in frames, just whatever, however you want to use them. They could also be great for journalers. In fact, I've used a lot of my custom printables. And I'm a faith journaler. I do a lot of Bible journaling, and I'll take some of the images and I'll use them in my Bible. So whether you are, maybe you're a junk journaler, right? Maybe you junk journal. There's so many different ways that you can use these paper crafting printables. That's why we kind of transitioned their name to paper crafting printables, right? If you like to make little mini books, right? Little mini books, little notebook covers, anything paper crafted, right? Anything paper crafted, or journaling. Again, I guess it shouldn't just be paper crafting, but we're calling them paper crafting printables. Okay, so they are custom designs. You can print them off. We're going to play with them today. I'm going to make a few cards just so that you can see how you can use them, and they're fabulous. For their original purpose intended was for scrapbooking. So if you're a scrapbooker, obviously you will like this too. If you like to make memory books or smash books, again, any kind of journaling, whether it's art journaling, junk journaling, faith journaling, any kind of paper crafting, all of our card makers out there. Tags, Christmas is coming, right? You can make the cutest little gift tags for your packages or gift bags, all of those kinds of things. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you this one. I have a few printed out here, and I want to show you and talk about some of the advantages of using design printables for your paper crafting, and then we're going to talk a little more about I have a couple layouts here to show you. We're going to kind of get into different ways you can print them, things like that. Okay. Yeah, they're awesome. All right. So it is the start. Just I'm going to say this one more time because we've got more people watching now. Today is the first, like I have never taken these to the public before. These are ones that have been offered in the Page Builders Clubhouse to our private members. They still are. So if you're a Clubhouse member, you don't have to purchase these because you own them. You have access to them to print off as many as you want. Okay, so let me show you a layout. And let's just so you can kind of see this in action. So originally, like I said, these were created for scrapbooking layouts. So you can see how cute this one is. Happy Thanksgiving. Obviously Thanksgiving's coming up, the pies, the pumpkins, just really, really cute. So let me show you what this looks like on a layout. There we go. Look how cute this is on the layout. I want you to see, here's the turkey. Here's the turkey, right? I didn't add anything else to this page other than patterned paper and cardstock. Okay. So here's our turkey peeking around the photo frame. Happy Thanksgiving right here. Right here is this piece. Okay. Let's look over here. Give thanks. I love to do little word strips. Gobble, give thanks. Let's eat. Here is this. Here is the pie. All of the things, right? Just really, really cute. Very, very fun. very easy to use. So I'm going to show you really quickly. Let's just look at this cute turkey to start. Okay. So if you look at this cute turkey, do you see how when I cut these out, I leave a little bit of white going around them. The white really accents them and it makes them pop. And then the other thing I like to do to them is add a little pen work. So I'm going to show these to you up nice and close, right? Can you see the difference? So adding some pen work. You can do your pen work here before you even cut them out if you want to. But I just think that makes all the difference. They're just so much fun to use. Okay. So let me show you another layout. I'm going to show you another layout that has photos already on it. And let me show you this printable. I kind of have them stacked and staggered here. Okay, so this is the, again, custom designed paper crafting printable. Okay, that was made for the layout I'm about to show you. However, look how cute these are. These would be so cute on cards, tags. Again, if you're into journaling at all, I always have little tabs, little things where you can journal or put key, dates or any information that you want to put. So let's look at this one. Okay. So here is this layout. Now this is pictures of my family, me and the grandkids, and opening presents on last Christmas morning, I believe it was. So here's the little opening presents, and I put stickles on them. Here's the hanging ornaments. Here's the cute presents, right? More cute presents. Very, very fun. Another little journaling spot there. I haven't done my journaling on this one yet. Here's my other page. I always do 2-page layouts. Look what I got. A cute little tag. You can see it has stickles on it. Anything you see sparkling has stickles. Again, little hanging ornaments and presents and a couple more of our little tags here. Okay. So I love making these. I mean, I just have so much fun creating these all the time. And you can, again, I'm going to show you today how it doesn't have to just be for a layout. Okay. Doesn't have to just be for a layout. And we're kicking all of this off with a $2 flash sale. It's part of our Better Than Black Friday promotions that are beginning as of today, really. And so here, let me switch my screen. It's $2 to get the digital download. It's an instant download. You're going to get it instantly. You can save it to your device and then you have it and you can print it off. We're going to talk about ways to print it off, what to print it off on, what you can print it off on, and all of that here in just a second. But it's $2, 2 days only, and it's too good to pass up. Okay. Oh, you have 20? Oh my goodness. That's awesome. We have 10 now. We have 10 grandkids now, but Debbie, 20. Woo, that's a lot. I thought I had a lot. All right. So just wanted you to see these and see what they look like. And I'll show you a few as we're just kind of perusing through this. Here's the next thing I want to tell you about these. Okay. As a digital download, why do we do it this way? Okay, we do it this way because you're going to have more options to create with them. If you want to create it, you're not a scrapbooker, you don't necessarily want things this big. I printed this off at 50%. Look what it looks like at 50%. That, my friends, would be so cute to make Thanksgiving cards, right? Send a card to somebody that you're thankful for in your life, right? So cute. By giving you a digital download, you can print them off whatever size you need. Okay. This is great for us as journalers because we all have different size journals or different size journaling Bibles, junk journalers, mini books. It's nice knowing that you can just minimize it. You're going to print it at 50%, 75%, 80%, whatever. You can do that and then just print it out. So you can make them whatever size you need them to be. I generally, for paper crafting, I print these on white cardstock, and it's just 8.5 by 11 white cardstock, and it's 65 pounds. Okay, I get it in a pack. You can find the packs of white cardstock pretty easily. Anywhere that carries office supplies, even Hobby Lobby has it. Michael's has it. You know, it's out there. It's really easy to find. Okay. And just pop them in my printer and print them out. And again, just to show you the difference, that's 50%. Okay. Yes. All right. Let's look at a couple more of these. Let's see. I showed you this one. So cute. Okay, here's another fall one. This one's really cute. Fall is in the air. Cute pumpkins, added in some blue in this one. Happy fall days. That'd be cute for some fall crafting. This one is a 2-page printable. Sometimes I just get carried away and I want to do 2 pages of printables. It just depends, because again, remember, these originally were designed for scrapbooking layouts. Okay, so this one is a 2-page printable. They're still only $2. We're not going to make it any different for you. During the flash sale, they're still $2. Okay, so you're getting just an extra page in there. So this one I thought was so cute. Let's bake cookies, right? Look at this. Look how cute this is. Happy Christmas cookie season. Happy Christmas cookie season. And of course, always some little spots that could be for photos, journaling, a recipe, right? Anything that you want. This would be so cute for a cookie recipe book, right? Look at all the elements, the cookie sheet, the oven mitt, mixing bowl, some cookies, right? A cookie jar, rolling pin, all the things. If you're in my napkin club, you may see a couple things that you've seen on a napkin, because again, these are my original designs. And so now I'm designing my own napkins as well, which is fabulous. Okay. So this one is a 2-pager. This is a 2-pager. So sometimes they are, because they're coordinated. Okay. Now, if I wanted to use this, again, maybe I want to make cookies for the neighborhood for Christmas, right? Cookie packages. Well, if I want to use some of this, I may not need it to be this big. I could shrink it down. So this one I printed at 75%, just so you could see the difference, 75%. And then I could put these little images on little tags, right? Tie them off my cookie bags. Something really cute, right? So again, you can print these whatever size you want. You can go bigger, you can go smaller, right? That's totally up to you. The other thing I want you to know is there are lots of things that you can print on. Do you know that? Obviously, these are what I'm printing on for these are just white cardstock. I am going to show you one that I printed on sticker paper. Yes, you can turn these into stickers. It could be white sticker paper or it could be clear sticker paper. I like using both. I love using the clear, especially in my journaling, because it shows through, right? Like if I put it over text, the text will show through it. If I put a clear sticker over a polka dot piece of paper, right? The polka dots are going to show through. The color's going to show through. So there are different kinds of sticker paper out there. The most popular would be the clear, okay, or white, right? Just regular white sticker paper. So that's really fun. Guess what else is out there? They make fabric sheets. They make fabric sheets now that will run through your printer. Some of this stuff could be printed out on fabric. Those of you that are in my fabric fan club that love to stitch, right? We love to stitch and doodle with thread. Same thing. You can print these out on fabric if you want to. Add a few little doodled in stitches and they'll just look precious. They'll be so adorable. Okay. So there are lots of different things that you can print on. And because these are that instant digital download for you, whatever you want to print on, you can. If it's something textured, right? If it's something textured that you want to run through and print it on. If you want to print some of these things even on tissue, we've done that in the napkin club, right? There's lots of different things that you can do. I have used fabric sheets and I love them. So if you're in my fabric fan club, just look that up, printing on fabric sheets in the Club Hub, and I've done it. There's a workshop in there. Okay. So yeah, it's so much fun. So anything that's a digital download, you can print off. Do you want to print it on glossy paper? Do you want to print it on matte paper? Right? I mean, it's just, you've got the option to print these however you want. Okay. So let's look at this. This one is Happy Birthday. It's also a 2-pager. Okay, so this one was for a really cute birthday layout. And I wanted to be able to give everybody numbers. So no matter how old the person was that you're celebrating their birthday, you can create their age, right? Or the year. I guess you could do the year or the age. So there's one whole sheet on this 2-pager that is nothing but stars and numbers. And then here is the other one. Lots of gift bags, presents, let's celebrate, fun, happy birthday, little check marks. This I thought would be fun if you wanted to list out like what their favorite things were they got for their birthday. These little Polaroids, really cute, right? So lots and lots of variations in these paper crafting printables that are going to appeal to, I think, a lot of different types of crafters, no matter what your niche of crafting is. I think you're really going to like these. So the other thing I wanted to show you today is this is clear label paper. Okay, this is what I like to print on. And this one is printed also at 75%. So you can see it's smaller. So we're going to play a little bit and make a birthday card today. And I'm going to use some of the stickers just so you can see what they look like when they're on top of something else. Okay, so I love using these sheets for my Bible journaling. I have the numbers here, printed them smaller. So if we want to put a number in a Polaroid, we can, or we can put a picture in there, all the things. So many different ways to use these, right? Yes. Oh, they're so much fun. So I'm just showing you a few of them. This is just a very, very few. There are tons over on our new paper crafting printables site on our website in the online shop. Okay, so we have a link that we're going to pop in the comments for you, so you can go click that link. It's going to talk to you a little bit about the printable. It is an instant download. You're going to get it instantly for $2 for the next 2 days, starting today and tomorrow. 2-day flash sale, $2 each. Okay. And then once you have them, you can print them out. The only thing that I ask of you is, because this is my own custom designs, you cannot sell the digital download. You cannot sell the printout of the download. However, you can create with these all you want and sell your creations. I have no problem with that. Okay, that's my crafter's angel policy. As long as you're crafting with them and you're selling your creation, your craft, your cards, your layouts, whatever you're going to make, I have no issue with that. Okay. Yeah, there's so many over there, and some of them are just sayings, like lots of different sayings. Some of them have imagery and all that kind of stuff with it. So yeah, lots of different things over there that you can create with. Okay, so let's make something. Let's just go ahead and make something really quick. And if you guys have any questions at all, yeah, there's so many different things you can print on now. So many different things. It's just amazing what all you can do. So I'm going to let's start with this. Let's start with this little these little goodies right here. So this is just some cardstock, right? Just made into, just folded. This is like an A2 size card. A little bit of patterned paper here, and maybe a tag, right? Punching out a tag. So if I want to create, let's do something Christmassy. Let's do this right here. So I'm going to cut out this cute little cookie jar. And maybe your sentiment for this one could be, may your Christmas be sweet, right? So I do like to use nice little detail cutting scissors when I cut these out. And again, I like to do what I call a bubble cut. A bubble cut is where you leave just a little bit of the white showing all the way around the image. A fussy cut is more like you're cutting directly onto, directly onto the image. But I'm not doing that. I am doing a small bubble cut. I like having the white. It just kind of helps the artwork itself pop. And then also it keeps me from having to get into all these crazy little details, right? I can just kind of bubble cut around it, and it's not hard for me to cut out. Your eye and whoever you gift to, if you're giving a card or a tag on a present or something like that, your eye naturally goes to the color before it goes to the white. So it's really nice, especially for anybody that has challenges when it comes to cutting things out. Okay, look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? So if I want to create this card very quickly, first off, let's put the cookie jar on the tag. I think that looks really cute. And can you guys see this okay? I also love to use like pop dots. You guys use pop dots when you paper craft. This is just foam tape. So it's just double-sided foam tape. So I can actually just cut it to whatever size I need it to be. But if you're a paper crafter, you probably have pop dots. They're in circles, squares, different sizes. And I didn't do any pin work on this one, but we'll find something. We'll do some pin work on something here in a bit. So just going to put a few layers here. Cards look so cute when you layer them up, and cards are so fun, you guys, for using up your scraps. Even if you're not really a card maker, if you want to make cute tags for your packaging, whether it's Christmas, birthday, all the things. So I'm going to put that right there. Now I have a little bit of my foam tape right there because we're going to put more on this. Let's go ahead and punch a hole. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Punch a little hole here. Tie off some cute twine. How many of you like to make your own cards and tags? Just curious. What kind of scissors am I using? I love these scissors. They're by Tonic, and they have the spring action, so they're really easy on my wrist and my hands. Yep. I have another little pair that I love to use too for detail cutting, but it's but I don't have those on my table right now. They're called snips. They're called snips, and I love them too. They have rubber handles, so again, they're not hard on my hands. Okay, so just tying off. Did y'all know if you tie a bow, if you turn your project upside down, do you see how this is upside down, and you tie your bow, your tails will naturally go down? Did y'all know that? Just a little fun tip for you. Craft and Chat, I like to share little tips and tricks with you. And I'm so excited to be offering the paper crafting printables to everyone. Okay. So, and as I mentioned, if you're in the Page Builders Clubhouse, you have access to all of these. That's one of the benefits of being a Page Builders Clubhouse member. Some of these are from way back, from way back layouts. Yeah. All right, look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's work on our card here. And I think it looks cute on the aqua. Do you like it on the aqua? Or we could switch it to pink. Let's switch it to pink. Let's see what this looks like. So again, it's totally up to you. Look how cute that is. Pink and the green and the red. I think either one looks fine. I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Okay, if you wanted to do any inking around, you know, the edges, oops. So let's do green. Chalk inks are great for that. So I'd love to ink. I am a heavy inker. I love to ink my pages. Let's go ahead and put some green on this too. Kind of fun. Brighten up our cover here. Our card front. Very cute. Okay, so now let's put this together. You're just going to see how quickly these go together, right? I just wanted you to see different ways of how you could utilize them. So this particular one was on was at printing it at full size. But again, if you need something smaller, then you just minimize it on your printer. Do you guys know how to do that? You literally just go in, you'll take that, get that printable and, you know, select print. And then there'll be a way, it usually says like fit or scale. If you go in where it says scale, or it might say custom, then that's where you can change it, and you can change it to, I want to print it at 75% or 80%. Or whatever size, you know, that you want to. And I'm going to go ahead and put another little piece of foam tape here. I love popping things up. I know you have to be a little careful with that with cards this nowadays with putting them in the mail, but I like the dimension. Okay, so we're going to take this and pop it right here. Look how cute that is. So this could be a card that you send with your batch of cookies to the neighborhood, or you could even just do this part, punch another hole, and turn this into a tag, right? Just really cute, very simple. And we just got in some really cute buttons. So I think we should use some of these buttons today. Let me show you what we just got in. Look how cute these are for Christmas. Aren't those cute? I love decorative buttons like this. Look, these even look like little peppermints. Aren't those cute? We also got in some sparkly buttons. And then let's see, some snowflakes, just some fun ones. It's just fun to have fun buttons to craft with for the holidays. I think those are so cute. So this was just a little button that was in my stash, and it's a little gingerbread. So I could just pop a little gingerbread on here, really anywhere. I think I'm going to use one of our new buttons though. Let's bring in some of this bright green again. Ooh, look at those. That's cute too. I'm going to use this little stripe. Oh, that's so cute. Let's see which color. I think I'm definitely going to use the green. Okay, so whoops, a little glue drop hanging down. So yeah, if I want to put a button on top of the bow, I can, you know, wherever, however we want to use these things. So cute. Cute, right? Super cute. All right, let's do a birthday one because I want you to see. Let's do a birthday card real quick because I want you to see how these look. Yeah, let's do birthday. And I'm going to kind of mix these up a little bit. I'm going to use this. Like I said, I kind of did, there's some pre-cutting going on here. Okay, so let's do birthday. So again, birthday, this is what it will print out at a, you know, when it's at its full. I'm going to go ahead this time and work. I'm going to work with some that are cardstock, but also some that are stickers, just so you can see what that's going to look like. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these Polaroids. And again, I print these for paper crafting purposes. I print them on white 8.5 by 11 cardstock at 65 pounds. All right, so again, I'm going to, oh, maybe I should have done the green one, since this has blue polka dots with it, or I can switch it. This could be cute on the inside with your message, or maybe you even want to put a cute, like this is one thing I would do. If I was giving a birthday card to like one of my older children, I would probably pop on one of their birthday pictures when they were little, right? Just for fun, you know, something like that would be so fun. Okay, so I'm going to leave the white in this for right this moment, but if I wanted to, I could cut that out, right? I could cut that out. So let's look over here, and these are the printables. So let's pretend that whoever I'm giving this to is turning 4 years old. I'm just going to cut out a number 4. So this 4 is printed on a clear label paper. This is what I use when I'm for my anything that I'm using as a clear sticker for journaling. I love it. I just have an inkjet printer. I don't have a fancy printer. I don't have a laser printer or anything like that, although these could be printed either way on any kind of printer. You just have to make sure you have the right kind of paper for your printer. Okay, so I've kind of cut around this. However, I just want to show you it's going to be clear. You see that? It's going to be clear. So let's just imagine I'm going to put this on to, let's put it on the screen. Okay. I'm just going to put it on the screen just so that you can see what happens. Okay, so if I put this sticker on a patterned piece of paper, look at that. The reason I love these clear stickers, the clear label paper that we use, this 8.5 by 11 clear label paper, is because it's matte. You cannot see where the sticker starts or ends, right? It's just right there on it. It will alter the color a little bit if you have a color underneath the sticker because it is more translucent. You can see the little polka dots on there. I could go in, I could cut this out, right? I could cut this out and then pop it in here, or I could cut out the frame and put this behind it if I wanted to. I just wanted you to see how that looks. Okay, doesn't that look cool? So it really is a lot of fun to use the clear stickers. So let's go ahead and use another clear sticker here. And of course you can use, numbers are great because you can make them whatever you need them to be. I will not put my birthday number on here. Even though I could, I won't. All right, so let's do this again with a sticker. This time I'll put it into the white. And again, I'll just show you how it just blends in so nicely. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to utilize these now in new and creative ways. Obviously, I still will use these for my scrapbooking layouts and things like that. But I just want to use them. There's so much more that we could do, right? There's so much more we could do. So if I decide to put this number 1 on here, okay, again, I just want you to see, you don't have to cut it right on the line. You can still do kind of your bubble cut. Then we'll just put this number 1 right here. There's lots of reasons I think that you could use numbers, obviously, but for a card, number 1 dad, you know, first birthday, all those things. But again, do you see how it just blends in with a white? Yeah, it looks almost like a rub-on, but we didn't have to mess with rubbing it. So I really, really love these. They're just so much fun. All right, let's do another card here. And this time, let me show you some pin work. So one of the things, like I said, that I like to do is it's fun to add pin work, you know, if you want to. So if you'll look at this, you can see it already kind of has a little bit of line work, but I can go in and do more. So you can do your pin work on top of the sticker paper. You can do it on top of cardstock. You can do it pretty much on anything that you print on, as long as that ink works on that particular surface. see, we can go in. There's a little tab right there if you wanted to write a name. Let's throw some stars in here too. Let's just grab a couple of stars. Oops, I might have nipped a corner off of this one a little bit. So let's I'll make the corner kind of go blend in there. And again, if I want to come in and do some fun pen work, I can. Okay, so write whatever you want. Plenty of room on these little Polaroids to stamp a sentiment, to handwrite a sentiment, whatever you'd like to do. So look at me. I've already made such a big mess on my table. It isn't, I don't care how much space you give me, or any of you like this. I don't care how much space you give me. I'm going to take over every inch of it when I'm crafting. All right, let's put this cute polka dot down. Now let's put our Polaroid down, and it doesn't have to be popped up. I don't generally use tape runners, by the way. I got tired of my stuff drying out and falling off. So for all my paper crafting, I use Scotch Fast Grab. It's a tacky glue, and it's also acid free, so it's photo safe. So that is what I use, and I love it. So we'll just put our little Polaroid on here, and then let me see. Okay, so that one's going to be too big, so let's use this one. So the other thing is, if you have printed on a sticker sheet, you're going to want to use up, you want to use up as many of the stickers as you can when you're creating. Or you'll just create a little file or something where you keep anything that's birthday related or anything that's Christmas related. We kind of keep things organized in themes. So the other thing you can do is, if you opted to print it on a sticker, but you want it to be cardstock, okay, then this is all you have to do, is just take your sticker and put it down on the cardstock. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do a little pen work around my letters, because I just think it's cute, and I think it adds to the handmade touch and feel or quality of the card. I like the handmade touch element, and I'm just very doodly with this. I don't try to be perfect. I'm just kind of we're going to call it doodle tracing. And this is just, again, it's just optional. I can still add stickles to these things, all the things. All right, let me do happy, and then I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to put it on the card, and we'll add some stickles. I need to add stickles to the Christmas card too, because all those cute cookies and icing, all of that would be so cute to be sparkly. So again, there it goes. The clear label sheets that we sell are 79 cents a sheet. And I just love them. They're actually not made for art or craft purposes. They're actually clear label sheets that we get from our supplier, where we get all our boxes and stuff. And I just happened to use them one time for journaling, for something I was journaling, and I fell in love with them because they're such a nice matte finish. I love that you don't see the edges. I just love how they blend in with my paper or my pages or whatever I'm using them for. But there are lots of, like I said, there are lots of different papers stickers, white sticker paper, clear sticker papers, lots out there in the market. And even fabric. There's all kinds of things we can print on now. Okay, so now I've created this little paper embellishment. Let's go ahead and put some foam tape on it. I'm glad I'm not the only messy crafter. Yeah. Oh, so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so just comes together really quickly. Let's put some stickles on it. Stickles is what I like to use for, adding glitter. I'm not a big loose glitter fan. So especially, when it comes to paper crafting and things like this, I like using Stickles, which is really, it's basically like a glitter glue. This bottle's getting low. All right, so I'm gonna sparkle up this number 1. Let's go ahead and sparkle the star. And it's got a nice little tip on the end, so you literally can just use the tip to kind of color it in. You could use a paintbrush if you wanted to, or even sometimes I even pounce it on with my finger if I'm putting it over a whole background. But you're just kind of just squeezing out a little bit and then just moving it around with the tip. The applicator works really well. This will take just a few I'm putting it on pretty thin, so it shouldn't take long to dry. And I just want you to see the sparkle. Look at the one. Isn't that cute? Yes. So these printables will be great for those of you that love to do any kind of paper crafting, right? That love to do any kind of card making, tag making, mini books, scrapbookers, journalers, right? Just all the things. So I could go in and do a little bit of pen work on these. I'm going to go ahead and I'll just add a little sparkle over this cookie, again, the cookie icing, just so you can see what that will look like. Isn't that cute? Yeah. So lots of ways that we can kind of utilize these to make our own fun tags and cards and all the things, right? All the things. And again, I just love the versatility by giving it to you as a digital instead of me sending you something printed out. Okay. The advantage is once you have it as an instant download, right? You save it on your device. You can print it out any size you want, and you can print it out as many times as you want. If you don't have a printer or have access to a printer, office supply stores will print them out for you. FedEx will print them out for you, UPS stores, places like that, and even some libraries will allow you to use their printers. And I'm sure there's a fee. I don't know what the fees are, but yeah, super easy and super, super fun.